loose. Kick off the Sunday shoes. Oh. Well, hey guys, I didn't see you there. I was just, well, never mind. Hey, I wanted to talk to you today about the number one skill or ability in music. What do you think it is? Think about it. We'll be right back after the intro. Come right in and join the song. It's so nice that you've come along. There's so much we can learn and do in Mr. Z's Music Room. Episode 5. Listen up. Okay, did you think about it? The number one ability or skill to succeed in music? I know what you're thinking. Maybe? No. I know what you're thinking. Singing, right? Specifically, maybe like opera? Mm-hmm. Oh, bravo Figaro, bravo, bravissimo. Oh, bravo Figaro, brava, bravissimo. Yeah? Okay, maybe not. How about the ability to read music? Let's see. Now that's a B right there, and then you play the D with your third finger. And you know what? Actually, some of the world's greatest musicians don't always know how to read music. It's a great ability and skill, but I don't think it's the number one thing. I should not have done that. Why did I just do that? That's better. Okay, reading music, important, but still not like the most important ability or skill in music. You know what it really is? Playing the bagpipes. All right, I'm bluffing. I don't actually have bagpipes here. I wish I did. I wish I could play them proficiently. But no, all that stuff is great. But I think the number one thing to be a good musician, be successful, is to be a good listener. Have you ever heard that before? Be a good listener? That works in like every single class. It works at home. Being a good listener, being aware is another way to say it. Because sometimes people's ears, they can't hear everything, but they can still show great awareness to what's going on around them. And that's really the number one thing, I think, in music. So we're going to practice some good listening today. All right? Ooh, let's do it right now. Show me your listening, show me some awareness. I say all right, you say okay. We added some actions the other day. For okay, we do this. For all right, we do this. So if I say all right, you say okay. All right, okay, okay. All right, okay. Good, so you show me you're listening, and a big part of that is also responding. So we'll get to more of the response thing another time, but today we're really going to focus in on listening. So the first thing I want us to do is get a pencil and paper. You guys are familiar with this, right? These two things, whether you're at home or whether you're at school, these are materials you can use. So make sure you've got these for what we're going to do next. Okay, so I've got my paper here, and I'm going to fold it into fourths. That was easy. Now I have 4 squares. We're going to use each square kind of separately, and we're going to be using our pencil, which has a little delete button on the end. If you make a mistake, you can just delete it. I'm always going to use that delete button joke. It never gets old. So yeah, here we go. Here's our paper, and we're going to start in one of the squares. The rectangles, doesn't matter which one, and we're going to start by doing a listening log. What's a listening log? Let's find out. Hey, I should mention as we go that as you put things on this paper, don't worry about spelling if that's something that's going to get you stuck. Just do your best with spelling. Or you could even draw a little picture to show me what you're thinking of. Whatever is easier, the idea is just you get your thoughts here as we go through it. All right, so listening log is like this. I want you to give yourself 5 minutes and go to a spot that's relatively quiet. It could be in your house. It could be just outside. If we're at school, it could be sitting in this room right now. We could step outside. Doesn't really matter where you go, but you want a place that's generally not like super busy, not a ton of stuff going on, but you can just sit for 5 minutes and write down the little things that you hear. Let's try to get at least 5, but you could maybe fill up that whole rectangle, just one of the rectangles, with the things that you hear. So just take time, really notice, be aware, listen to what's going on around you. One other thing, you can't just make sounds to write down, right? Now you may generate some sounds by just kind of being in the space, but don't like purposely make noise just so you can write it down, or distract, if there's other people around you, distract them or whatever, okay? So that's the listening log. Show me some awareness. 5 minutes, okay? You can use a clock. You can use a timer on your device. Find a place you can be. 5 minutes. Try to write down anything and everything that you hear going on around you. Try it out. All right, that's been 5 minutes for me. Make sure you took 5 minutes. I don't have a very big list. There wasn't a lot going on here at school where I did this. Maybe your list, you had a lot. You're in a space where there's a lot going on. A couple things I want to share with you from my list. I did hear a voice next door. I think it was Miss Robertson's voice. One thing I noticed after a while was the sound of my pencil on the paper. That does count. And I also heard myself just breathing, even though it wasn't loud. If there were other people here, they wouldn't hear it. But that breathing sound was coming through too. So developing this awareness is really great, because a big part of music is listening for details and taking time and listening again. And you'll hear all these things going on. There's a whole nother world going on there if you really pay attention and listen and use your awareness. Okay, good job on the listening log. Now we're going to use another section of our paper to do something else. We're going to do a little bit of a listening quiz. And rather than do this right here, I'm going to take you guys to a different space. All right? We're going to go to my house, and we're going to do some listening. You're going to hear the sound. Try to guess what the sound is by writing it down, and then I'll show you what the sound is. So these are sounds found around the house. Specifically, we're going to go to my house. So everybody close your eyes and say, "There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home." Hey, you made it to my house all the way in St. Paul. Good job. Hey, let's go inside and listen to a few sounds and see if you guys can figure it out. You got your paper ready? Use that other box, right? You're going to hear a sound. Try to write down what you think it is, and then we'll find out. I think we'll do like 5 or 6 things. Get ready. Okay, write down what you think this is. And the answer is... Yep, you guessed it. Legos. That's the sound you get when you're making sweet builds like this, or this, or this, or what's this thing called? The Planet Destroyer?
The ISD.
Anyway,
Imperial Star Destroyer.
a constant sound around the Z household. Legos. Staying with the theme of something kids might do, how about this? No, we're not in a galaxy far away, but that is a lightsaber. That'd be my kid Gideon. He's pretty much a Jedi. Say hi, Gideon.
Hi.
Okay, next one. You might have one of these in your house, or not. Try to guess it. All right, hint, it's an animal doing something. That would be Winnie. Hi, Winnie. Winnie, look. She's busy. Was that good? Is that good? You want more? You want more? Oh, that's so good. You want more? Okay, you might not have a dog, but how about this pretty common household sound in the kitchen? Hey, my oatmeal's ready. Microwave, got it? All right, here's something everybody does at least once a day, I'm sure. That's right. How do you think I keep these things so pearly white? You should do it too. Hey, thanks for stopping by my house. We should probably get back to the music room. Got a couple more things to do. Ready? There's no place like the music room. There's no place like the music room. All right. Hey guys, we're back here. Let's do a little more sound quizzing, listening, awareness check. I'm going to take the camera and go around Normandale Hills a little bit, okay? At first, you're not going to see where I am, you're just going to hear it. And then in your third rectangle here, you're going to write down where you think we are at the school. There won't be as many, we're just going to go 3 places, I think, okay? So still have that pencil and paper ready? Here we're going to go. We're going to travel around a few places at NH. Here we go. All right, this first location, kind of noisy, but listen for the little details that'll tell you where you are. Write it down. Did you get it? Here it is. I think that echoey sound and those squeaks on the floor kind of give it away as the gym. Good job. Next place at school, write it down. There's some noisy sounds I haven't heard for a while. That would be the beautiful Normandale Hills lunchroom. All right, last one. Here we go. Listen close. All right, I won't let that go on too long because that one's really hard. It's so quiet right now. Any guess what place might be really quiet? Not always, but it is right now. It's the awesome NH Media Center. I love that mural. All right, great listening today, everybody. Did you notice we've got one more rectangle to fill in right here? So we went around to some different places at Normandale Hills. Now we're going to hear some of the people of Normandale Hills. So you're going to hear their voice. I'll let that play. Try to write it down right away, and then we'll listen to it a second time with that person actually on the video saying those things so you can see them. And I'll just remind you who those people are in case you don't know. Okay? Be sure and write it down as quick as you can as we go. If you're not sure the name of the person, you can just write down what they do. And if you're not sure at all, this is just a good way to know some of the faces and voices around Normandale Hills. Here's the first one.
Hi, NHers. Always remember, you can do hard things.
Let's see who that is as we listen again.
Hi, NHers. Always remember, you can do hard things.
Okay, so we had Miss Kialo. She's the social worker in Normandale Hills. And sometimes she goes around to the classrooms. She's really good at helping kids and even adults just deal with those really big feelings that we have and how to work that out. And she's always a good person to turn to when you need help with any of that. Okay? We'll go to our next person.
Normandale Hills Knights are respectful, responsible, safe, and kind everywhere we go. Go Knights!
Got it. Let's see who that is.
Normandale Hills Knights are respectful, responsible, safe, and kind everywhere we go. Go Knights!
All right. Thanks, Miss Schreiner, our gym teacher, or some people might say physical education, or PE. A lot of ways to say that. All right. Let's see who this person is. This is not a teacher staff member, but it's a very, very important person in the building. You should know this voice.
Hello and welcome to Normandale Hills Elementary School.
The longer you're around, the more you'll hear that voice. Who is it?
Hello and welcome to Normandale Hills Elementary School.
Thanks, Mrs. Musell. Mrs. Musell kind of keeps this place running. Staff call her Deb. You can call her Mrs. Musell. Our secretary at the front desk all the time. All right. Couple more coming up. I think you'll know this one. Maybe not. Let's hear what he has to say.
Be a knight and do things right.
There's a guy who's keeping especially busy these days. That is...
Be a knight and do things right.
Of course, Dr. Volmuth, our principal, puts the pal in principal. Here's kind of a newer voice and face to the building, but you've all heard him and worked with him a little bit. Listen to this.
You are always welcome here.
Got it? He's new, but he's on our team of specialists. That would be...
You are always welcome here.
Thank you, Mr. Pakin, our new art teacher. I've really enjoyed getting to know him, and I know you will too. Who's next? I'm almost done. You know, there's one more. I might throw you for a little loop here. Let's do one more to close it out, guys. And be sure you're writing these down as we go so you can take a picture of this and send it to me later. Hi, everybody. As Mr. Z said, my name's... Oh, yeah. Who was that super cool musician we had as a guest a couple times in the music room? Hi, everybody. As Mr. Z said, my name's Jeff. It's good to... Well, there you go. If you've seen some of the Music with Mr. Z episodes, you might have seen my good friend Jeff. Yes, that was Jeff. So you filled up these rectangles here with your words of listening as we've gone. If you're at home watching this, I'm going to be sending you something through Seesaw so you can take a picture of this and send it to me to show me you did that work. If you're in my room, you can just hand this off to me. And thanks for your great listening today. It really is the number one ability and skill that we use when we're making music. And listening to yourself and listening to each other and listening how we fit together, which, you know, that's really a skill we got to use all the time, wherever we are, at home, at school, or whole lives. Being a good listener is really important, especially when it comes to listening to each other. Oh, hey, I almost forgot. Next time we have a lesson, like next time you're coming to school, be sure and bring your kazoo. I know I'm a favorite of your parents because you know, you get to play the kazoo all the time. But we'll actually use that in school. Make sure your name's on it. Also make sure that you're only playing it when you're supposed to. Otherwise, instruments aren't that fun. Hey, if you're at home listening to this, just have your kazoo ready. When is it? I'll be seeing you on Thursday to do a lesson. So we'll use a little kazoo time in that lesson. So whether you're coming to school, bring this next time you come to school, or our next lesson if you're at home, if it's a Monday, then on Thursday, we'll be using this. Either way, we'll have a little kazoo time, and we'll respond and play to the music. So, great job today, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to get back to my listening. Where'd those headphones go? See you next time!